the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. The return brought down. Sets up the next drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. Jukes to get past a man. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Using his legs here.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Snags the quick throw. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. 3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
Christian, in the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Gives it to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll try a pass here. Finds his target. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That completion sets up a third down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it here. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson Tide. Now the important point after attempt. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll stroll into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Handoff to the right side. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today. They're set now to try the PAT. Extra point is good. It's still down 11, 24-13. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the right here. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo. Handoff in a single back formation. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Catch made on the right side. And that will pick up a first down, spotted at 38.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw, catch made. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. A sack makes it 2nd down and forever.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he pulls in the catch. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's swarmed by the defense.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Press coverage now from these DBs. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And the single back takes the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff running right. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Get set, get set.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's going for a big play downfield. Caught near the goal line. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama. Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And the Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stiff arms the man. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. Oh, it's snapped to the back. As the first down still on the move. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Using his legs on the scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Looks like one more play here before halftime. First down. They're going to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this deep to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still plenty of life left. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He's having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. And the Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. That's a design quarterback keeper. He shreds the tackle. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Checks this down to the running back. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime Spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And looking to throw now on first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down his quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This offense scored the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. He's going to take off.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. But the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Looking right, this one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Quarterback operating an empty set. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And looking for a big play here. Catch made at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. Fought all the way back to take the lead. Kicking team after the PAT try.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make him pay.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Pressure is coming. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finding some room at the 25.
Boy, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He'll hand it off. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. And here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The pocket breaking down. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The DB's backing off from the line now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle was finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Ncaa. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that 1st down.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Got space, looking to score. Oh, look out, the football is free.
Well, you're trailing in a game like this in the 2nd half, an opportunity in the red zone at the very least to get a field goal, hopefully a touchdown. The most important aspect is ball security. You've got to take care of the football, and instead, they cost themselves a possession.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Split backfield here. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Escapes the sack. Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. The tight end has got it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.